Oh, look at this. It's nice of someone to leave this here. Free mattress. So this is the Fujifilm X-T200. Budget-ish camera, but nice flip screen. This is the first camera I've had that has a fully articulating screen, so I can actually see what's being recorded. So it's pretty exciting for me. Digital image stabilization is on, so I'm sure it's not going to be perfectly smooth, but I mean, when people are hand-holding their cameras and walking around, it can't be that smooth, right? All you can ask for is pretty smooth. I just noticed the battery's looking low. Might need a few more batteries for this. Not really sure how charged it was though when I brought it out today. Oh, it's muddy. I gotta say, I also appreciate some of the easier to use things, easier to use menu options that this camera has. I understand what aperture and shutter is, but you have the option to just say, give me a blurrier background or a sharper background, and set it to blurry, and it keeps the aperture at 3.5. Works for me. How long is that battery gonna hold? This is a nice place to walk, and I have not seen anyone in the past 3 or 4 walks. The autofocus too is much appreciated. I see it locking onto my eye. Doesn't lose it very often. So far, pretty impressed with the Fuji autofocus. I mean, I guess we'll see when I actually review the footage. I picked this up used for, I think, a pretty decent price. The guy had it listed for 650 Canadian. I asked if he'd do 600 and he said yes, so definitely a good price for a used X-T200. It's in decent condition. Few scratches on the screen and some wear, but overall pretty decent condition. The one thing I did know it once I met the guy and held the camera, but he was a smoker. Yeah, that smoke smell just sticks around. So what I've done is I've wiped it with alcohol, I've wiped it down with vinegar, I'm keeping it in a shoebox with a container of baking soda to see how that goes. It's, I think, certainly lessened, but it's still there. Still have a bit of that aroma. I'm sure it will alleviate eventually, but it's just a way to be able to save a couple $100 at least. There was only one other listing locally, and the guy has it listed for $850, so I'd say pretty decent deal at $600. Smoker usage and all. Okay, I'm only a little, slightly concerned. The camera's getting a little wet. It's not raining hard, but it's drizzling. I think it'll be fine. We'll see. Expose correctly. Almost died there. For my intended use, I'd say this was a pretty good purchase so far. Mostly video, good 4K. It's light, and hold on to it pretty easy. Has a microphone input. Ooh, I wonder how much of the traffic is being picked up. We are right near the highway here. In fact, you can probably see it right there. Mishka, you're just doing what she wants. So for what I bought this camera for, which is mostly video, 4K, sharp 4K, oversampled from 6K to 4K, big plus. Flip out screen, and one of the largest flip out screens, especially for the price, big plus. I have, I think, the settings dialed in, so I don't know if I'm going to be needing to, you know, dive into the somewhat clunky menu a lot. Big plus. So yeah, overall, so far so good. I think that I might do a follow-up in a couple months, but overall, I think this is going to be my camera for walking and talking. And our path is dead. Go find another way.